Okay, girls.
Bye. Bye, Daddy. Have a good trip. We love you. Yeah, careful. Bye. Bye, Daddy.
Okie dokie. Just dropped the girls off at school, off to Timmy's, and then I'm en route for 5 nights, 6 days. Solo. Okay, made it to Rock Lake. It's really busy actually for this time of year, but I guess this is a busy place. In the background there. People coming in. There's a big group going out. It's about 1:30, almost exactly 1:30, and I'm just heading out. Well, I'm just still working my way down Rock Lake. It's been much more of a battle than I thought it would be. The wind is from the southwest, so I thought it was going to be nice and calm, but it hasn't been. It's still a gorgeous day, and I can't really complain about that. I'm in this channel going down to Penn Lake now, and it's nicer and calmer, and it seems like the wind is actually turning a bit. I found a great site on Penn Lake. I was worried I wasn't going to get one because they were all taken all the way down, but I found one just across from where I have to start my portaging tomorrow. There's a panoramic view. Here I've got my fire started. Potatoes cooking. In there. The finished product, folks. Now, I will dig in. Oh yeah. Potatoes could have been done a little bit more. Still good. Well, good morning. It's Friday, and it's turning into a, well, it was beautiful when I woke up, just a bit breezy, but it seems to be very, very still now. I just have to, well, after I get packed up, head across there where the Gallipo River begins. I'm in for a few portages today. One is 2170. I didn't really sleep all that well. I went to bed around 9:30 and slept. I went like right out until about 11. Woke up and then I had kind of a fitful sleep after that. Don't know why. But got up around 7:30 and it's around 9 now. I cooked breakfast on the firebox now. Bacon, egg, bagel. So I'll get all packed up and ready to go. Well, the water's very low on the Gallipo River, so I'm having to line the canoe through here. I hope this is the way. But Jeff's maps are pretty exact, so I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. Well, Mr. Beaver left me a little present. I guess the good news is it should be a little deeper on the other side. I've been able to paddle the last little bit, kind of poling my way along. Well, a bit of a rock garden here to get to this portage. I think it's around the falls. Beautiful set of falls on the portage around this Gallipo River. I think that's what it's called. The water is very low though. I imagine this in the spring would be quite torrent. It's a steep climb on this portage though. Well, I've made it to the 2170, which is the big one for today. This river is pretty low, and the beavers have been at work, so I had a few leftovers, but I guess the beavers, they do help because they keep the water up, otherwise I'd be walking the whole way, I think. Anyway, I'm gonna do the canoe first, or the pack first. The paddles and the camera box, and then come back for the canoe. And I've got this other smaller pack. I usually wear my life jacket with the canoe. Well, it took me exactly 35 minutes to do the 2170 into Welcome Lake. But as you can see behind me, Welcome Lake doesn't look too welcoming. Bit of a breeze that I will have to paddle into, because I've got to go all the way across Welcome, up the river again and into Harry. But I got to go back for the canoe. I'm going to have a little bit of lunch, and we'll see when I get back here what it's like. Gentle rain is falling on the river between, I think it's still the Gallipo, between Welcome and Harry. Welcome was kind of rough. I stuck to the shore. Thought I was going to get run into the shore, but I made it to the river, and Harry is my destination. Well, it's Saturday morning. The sun is just coming up. I had a marvelous sleep. Went to bed at 8 o'clock. Got up at 7. So I had 11 hours of sleep. And it was a good sleep too. Can't ask for more than that. It's not raining. The sky was a bit red, so could mean, and the forecast was for some rain today, so we'll see what the day holds out. In any event, it's probably good for fishing, and hopefully I can get a fire going this morning. Well, as I said in the previous clip, the sun was rising and it was red, and the sailors aren't wrong. It started to rain just after I got my breakfast done, which was nice that it held out. I did get a nice fire going and had some bacon and eggs and a bagel. Now I'm gonna huddle under the tarp. It looked like it came down pretty hard for a bit, and hopefully now it will subside. I hope it doesn't rain all day. Well, it's been raining pretty much, well, not all day, but off and on all day. And it's been very windy. So I've kind of been, well, I have been huddled under the tarp for most of the day or lying in the hammock. The wind seems to be dying down now. And the clouds, well, they're moving quickly. I did see some blue patches, so I'm hopeful that maybe in an hour or two this is going to move through. It's my hammock setup. Because of the wind, I haven't tried these pullouts before, but the wind was blowing from this direction and was really pressing the tarp towards the hammock when I was lying in it. So I've just strung that out to a tree, so if the wind does come back, there's a little more space in there. This has been home for a good part of the day. I've been reading a book by Bill Bryson, A Walk in the Woods, which is now a movie. There's the book. I never got around to reading it, but and I haven't seen the movie. I thought I'd bring it out here. Saw it in chapters, picked it up. I've been laughing myself sick out here. Laughing out loud in the middle of the woods. Nothing like it. Rather than carry a big dry bag inside my pack, what I use are these wide mouth X-Fed bags. I find they really help me keep things organized. So in one I'll keep my clothes and sleeping bag, or underquilt and quilt in the case of the hammock. And in the other I'll keep some kitchen pots and books and stuff that, you know, maybe you don't want to get wet, but just more for a organization than anything. I find it helps me stay at least a little organized out here. Because speed is or getting things done is always a bit of a factor, and if you don't keep good track of your stuff, it's hard to, you know, keep the rhythm going. So that's what I do. It's Sunday morning. What a gorgeous sunrise. It's only 5 degrees, but that's why you get this nice morning mist. What makes it so beautiful. Lovely, isn't it? And I'm all packed and ready to go on what a morning. It's gorgeous, calm. So far, it's beautiful. Trying to get in my canoe. Too much, probably. I need to. I went the non-light version on this trip, and I think it was a mistake because in the number of portages. However, I've got my Duluth Monarch 4 in the front, a junior timber cruiser, which I carry with the canoe, Pelican thing for the cameras, and a little, it's called an Essex bag. It's for fishing, but it's a great little sort of, be with you. Better than a fanny pack, I guess. And I've been using a tump line on this trip. It's fantastic. Once you get it rigged right, you carry it on your shoulders for a while, your shoulders get tired, you switch to the tump, your head gets tired, or your neck gets tired, you switch back. So I've been doing, or I did those portages all in one shot. It's 2100. With this canoe, that's pretty good, because it's like 60 pounds. Well, first portage of the day. It's even got a nice little V to put the bow of your canoe in. It was nice paddle to get here. Kind of windy river. I kept expecting to see a moose around every corner, which normally I'd be, excited about. But this is, I think, the beginning of the rut, or the rut. And I wouldn't want to surprise a bull anyway. Well, that was heart-stoppingly interesting. This is the 1725 portage into Lake Louise from Florence Lake. I took the canoe on the first carry. It's a nice portage. As far as portages go, pretty flat, follows a road part of the way. I was on my way back, and I come up a hill, and I saw a cow, moose, come out of the bush. And she didn't really even pay any attention to me. She just kind of walked away on the portage trail. Then I saw a bull coming out behind her. As I mentioned before, this is the rut. So you don't want to be messing with a bull moose. He came out and he turned and looked at me. So I got up into the bush behind a tree and just waited to see what he would do. Fortunately, he turned and followed the cow. I followed their tracks to see that they had gone off into the bush. So I'll just give them a few minutes to make sure they are off in the bush before I head back. But if somebody finds the camera and not me, that's what happened. Lake Louisa. So I made it back on that portage without incident, thankfully. So now the water looks reasonably calm. So I'm going to try for a campsite on the north side, a bit of a ways down. So I'll have a good start with a 3K tomorrow. It's a beautiful day. I couldn't ask for more. The temperature is just right, and there are no bugs, which is a blessing at night because you don't need your mosquito netting. All in all, just grand. Check this out. Major League benches and a Major League chair. There's even a Big fire grate. Little table over there. Wood all cut up. Another grate over there. Wow. Anyway, this was a nice paddle down Louisa. The wind was at my back. A nice sunny day. A few groups going in and out of here, which is, well, admirable, because it's pretty hard to get into this lake, portage-wise. Anyway, I got a nice spot, so get set up and relax. It's 2:45, so I got some time. Making up my dinner here using the stick stove, which I just love. Really easy to get going and maintain. And my spaghetti sauce is all ready. Add a boil. Where's my other glove? I'll have to use this glove. I'll put water on for the pasta. When that's boiling, I'll dump the pasta in. Another bag. Well, I've decamped, but as you can see behind me, it's 8:45. It's foggy, really foggy. It's actually clearing up a bit, so I can see across the bay here. But I think it was so foggy that it created sort of a rain, like we're in a cloud or something. Very scientific. Anyway, it's not that complicated where I have to go, so I shouldn't manage to get lost. I just have to go straight down the end of the bay. And then on to the 3,000 meter portage into Rock Lake. Woohoo! It's beautiful. Dead calm. Fog still burning off. This is like a canoeing dream. Well, it's beautiful here on the Lake Louisa side. I just came back. I took the boat across. And it took about 50 minutes to take the boat. Now I'm back for the pack, camera and the paddles. Beautiful woods, unbelievable. These huge old birch trees and maples. Like if it was peak fall, this would be an unbelievable sight, I think. I've never seen birch trees this big. You know, they lose the white bark. You know, as big around as some of the old pines that are in here. Anyway, a little rest. Back on the path. It's 11 o'clock. I should be done by noon. On to Rock. Oh, and on Rock, you couldn't see a thing. It was all fog, so hopefully it's cleared by the time I get there. Well, I'm on the home stretch, and the canoe gods are with me. The wind is behind me, and up ahead is the Rock Lake campground. Civilization, I guess. There it is. The parking lot. Time to pack up. The end of another really enjoyable trip. Until next time.